Hello and welcome to what is hopefully going to be a quick video. Essentially in short, I'm just going to say I'm going to take the month of November off in terms of producing videos, well, putting videos on YouTube, and I should be back on the 1st of December, that's normal. I'm still planning, yeah, that's all you need to know really for this video. In short, I've been producing the videos, the compilations now for about a year straight. The last time I took any time off was time of making the videos was when the Peugeot's gearbox was having problems back in October, I believe it was last year, which is now sorted. But it's been another year with the Peugeot, which is now 12 years old, and it needs a bit of maintenance to get to, well, in order to keep it on the road. Everything's all fine and legal, it's just a bit of time and maintenance to get it sorted. I suppose it's also taking the month of November off. It means it's only 2 compilations that I'm getting to miss. I suppose also another things that I suppose I should mention is that, yeah, I do suffer a bit from depression. I've been trying to soldier on. I'm in a work environment that I absolutely detest. It is ruining me. It really is. So I need to spend time to get away from that. Sorry, I'm on a crappy dirty table. So I need to try and get away from that. I also need to get on with other jobs in the house. There's various little bits that need doing. Don't wrong, they're all little bits, they just need doing. So I thought, I'm trying to take a month off. I've also got the problem of I no longer have any Patreon supporting me. I don't know why, I just don't have any at the minute. So for the short term, there's not going to be any Patreon subscribers, thank yous on there. For those wondering, I'm in the middle of a railway centre, just sat on the bench. So I've got a half interesting background behind me. Yeah, it's just trying to take a break away from doing from YouTube. From YouTube's point of view, it is always going to be a bit of a struggle. I'm looking at the little mini screen, by the way, it's right next to the lens. YouTube is not the best in supporting small subscribers, for small channels. Generally speaking, until you've got 1,000 subscribers, they don't tend to care about you. But once you get 1,000 subscribers, your channels tend to explode. The case of Gadgetmeister, he has, I think about 2-3 months ago, he managed to get his 1,000 subscribers, and now he's up to about 1,800 subscribers in a short space of time. It just shows that YouTube really don't care beyond for small channels. They don't support them at all. But once they do get to that level, they're quite happy to put them in recommended videos. Plus also, I think you also get the case of, what was it, multi-channel networks or something like that. They can help you, but I don't know how it works, as my channel's not big enough for that. But yeah, it's just spending a month off, just trying to catch up on little bits. Beyond that, everything else is fine though. The cats are in good health, they're just complaining about the wet weather. Yeah, in fact, when I say wet weather, it's actually spitting rain at the minute, so I'm probably going to scarp her off in a second anyway. But yeah, in the case of YouTube, well, it doesn't help with also in the case of YouTube not supporting you, but also in the case of there's not much community when it comes to dashcam channels. Dashcam channels are very much, they work on by themselves. I mean, I've always been open. I don't mind other Sheffield channels. I mean, when I was dealing with Bad Drivers of Rotherham, I don't know where he's gone at the minute. At the minute, he's not sent an email for quite a while or producing any videos, so I don't know what's going on. He was basically talking about being on my patch. It's like, I don't care. I prefer more channels. In fact, I've not for a while now. I've spoken to Bad Driving Sheffield, on various things. But generally we don't tend to work together. But I've got no problem supporting him. I mean, there's other little channels that I do have that I've spoken to in little times. But you get the other channels that are much larger, and they've got no interest in helping out the smaller YouTuber. it's just one of those things. I mean, I do want to try and do something like fundraising wise with the dashcam community. I might as well be honest and say I was going to try and do some sort of fundraising bits for the air ambulances in the UK, just so that we can actually break the stigma of the dashcam community being a load of garbage, this toxic community that we've got. So hopefully we can try and get something good out of that, but it's trying to get the time and effort to do that. Well, plus my shifts are terrible. As I said, my work environment is just awful. So yeah, I do apologise, but yeah, I'm taking the month of November off. I'll be back as normal anyway for the back at 1st of December, which is a Sunday. Continue on as normal. Hopefully by then the Peugeot will be fully fixed. I mean, I know a few things that are wrong with the Peugeot. The two front tyres, they're above legal, but I'd rather get them replaced before winter truly kicks in. The skid pan, if you've watched the compilation 67, which should be live by the time I put this video up, yeah, the skid pan fell off, and I don't know if it's knocked something else off in the around that area, because the car has been a bit rattly around there, especially around turning, so I don't know what else has been damaged. It's probably a gator that's fallen off again, because I had that problem, God, when was it, a year or two back? There's basically a rubber seal around one of the axles. It just sort of popped off. I forgot what. I think it damaged something with that. I can't remember what. But yeah, there's also the case of one of the brake lights. It still works, but it's coming up now with saying it was a faulty light. Basically, the electrics, one of the plugs, it sort of oxidised and pops. It's previously repaired about 6 months ago, but it's cropped up again. It's an easy fix. It's just literally sandpaper the oxidised bits off and then plug it back in. It should work fine for another 6 months. What else is there? I still need to try and get the cruise controls added onto there. They just need unlocking, but I've been unable to find anyone of any sort of interest, or of any businesses around in Sheffield or even nearby that have the ability to unlock it, because you do need to use either Peugeot Planet or Diag Box, not the normal garage system where they log into your ECU. So it's a simple thing to do. It's just finding the right person to bloody do it. So hopefully that's just a quick update with regards to what's going on, just to take some time off. In terms of the channel, I've been very consistent for the past 3 years, and the only time I've ever taken time, only time that I've ever missed a compilation bits is one when I was across Europe. There was actually a dashcam compilation that went up, but I think because I was accessing the YouTube app elsewhere in Europe, it sort of messed around with the region settings, so it didn't upload properly. So it got sorted when I got back, and the other time was when the Peugeot's gearbox was down. So yeah, as I said, they're all little things. They're all little things that need doing, but I want to try and get them done before winter truly hits, and hopefully before Brexit kicks in, if that ever does kick in. But that's a whole different story. So yeah. Hopefully nobody's been making funny faces behind me, because I can't see anything on the little screen. But yeah, hopefully I've also hopefully enjoyed the little the camera as well, because it's a new one that I've had for about a month or two now. It's the Canon 80D, which was before I'd be using the Canon 5D Mark II, which it's a good camera, but I prefer that this is alright for video making. Sorry about the angle anyway, with cropping my head off, but I'm only using a dinky stand and a picnic table. So, well, I say dinky stand, it's a like a handheld tripod sort of thing that you can clip the legs together to use. So hopefully try and get to make some more use out of it. Yeah, in the case of this place as well, it is really quiet because it's a Monday morning, well, Monday afternoon now, and it's a non-operation day. There's not much goes on. If there's anyone, it's volunteers in the sheds. So Anyway, I've rambled enough. I'm over the 10-minute mark, so until next time, take care.